Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we're here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It's my opinion and my opinion only. Honey, I had to get out here and do an update. Do y'all remember this fool here, or lady, or mother, or whatever you want to call her? The woman from Detroit, Michigan, okay? The one whose 2 children, so we thought, had passed away from hypothermia and some other things because she was supposedly homeless. She was living in her van, and, she had nowhere to go. She was stuck, and she was living in a casino parking garage, okay? And remember when we first reported on this and this all came out, everybody had believed because it was below freezing temperatures that the children had actually passed away from freezing. After an autopsy, there were some fishy things that was found, okay? So let's just talk about it for a second since all of this has aired. Since all of this has aired and been, brought to Front Street. Number one, the mother of the children, she has put the children to rest. People have been wondering about her behavior because as the time of grieving, she was drinking, partying. She was on Facebook Live. She was on Instagram. She was telling people to donate to GoFundMe. It was just something a little bit off. Every interview that she did, people were like, is she forcing herself to cry? What's going on? She had a lot of excuses. She told people, hey, I had no family. I had no friends. No one, right, would let me stay with them. No one would come around me. Nobody would help me, not even the dad. But then the children get laid to rest, and there's hundreds, and I mean there was over 500 people that attend the funeral. Every interview that she does, there was people there holding her hand, talking to her, being around her, consoling her. So it made it look real fishy, like, hey, why didn't you take these kids to one of all of these people's house that are out here saying that they loved and cared and didn't know anything that was going on? Made everybody's eyebrows raised. But there was more to it, y'all. Ever since the children had passed, she, number one, got a house, okay? The rescue mission gave her a fully furnished home that was full of food, was full of clothes, full of bedding, and they were going to let her live there rent-free for a whole year. The reason that they provided her the home and everything for a whole year for free was because it was saying that it would take her probably a year, maybe even a little longer, to get approved for the housing programs that they had up there in Detroit. So they were giving her a place for her and her other children to stay and not have to worry about any of the weather or any of the financial burden. They were really happy, okay, to give this to her. Also, she received over $48,000 on a GoFundMe that was created for her. Then she had additional funds coming in from going live on social media and getting, how they do gifts, or on YouTube, we would call something like a super chat, but she was doing it on Facebook. Also, donations from various charities she has received. So she was doing pretty good, and she had changed her appearance. She wasn't crying anymore. She was barely talking. It seemed almost like she was relieved. Well, okay, let's get into it. She had everyone believe that it was the freezing temperatures that made her children pass away. But after an autopsy was performed and finally came back, it was found that the 2 children had passed of carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, is this something that could happen? Yes, in a vehicle, usually when it's, in an enclosed space, in a garage or something. We've heard of stories like that, and it's running. Typically not in a big, wide open parking garage. That's number one. Number two, they also revealed bruises. The children were all malnutrition. And then it was something real fishy that the 2-year-old child arrived at the hospital only wrapped in a diaper and a blanket, right? Then you have to ask yourself, if everybody was in the car together, like you said, shouldn't everybody have carbon monoxide poisoning, at least a little in their system? Maybe it hit them a little harder, but nobody else tested positive for any carbon monoxide in their system. Also, the fact of the matter is, she claims that she looked over at her 9-year-old. Her 9-year-old was unresponsive. Her car was out of gas, is what she said. She said her car ran out of gas in the middle of the night. If that was possible, then how did everybody pass of carbon monoxide poisoning if you only had an hour worth of gas to run? So that makes you go, But you called, right, a friend to come and get you guys out the parking garage, drive you guys to the hospital. During the ride, you somehow realize that your 2-year-old is not responsive too, and you call and tell them you're arriving with 2 and not 1 that's unresponsive. Just doesn't add up. Well, as though we know it's fishy, the prosecutors have asked for a warrant to be issued. She is under investigation. They're ready to prosecute her. And the thing is, with all the situation and the stories not being told, she can get charged with felony neglect, and she can get charged with a lot of other things that would make her have to be held to the fire for what happened to these kids. Because at the end of the day, she is ultimately responsible for the demise of her 2 children. Keep in mind, too, she was at a casino parking garage. A casino has 24-hour surveillance. So, of course, they're not going to say what they seen on the tape or what, is going on, because it's an investigation. But the bottom line of it is, it's all fishy, and she does deserve to be punished in some sort of fashion. Doesn't matter if you had help. It doesn't matter if you didn't have help. Doesn't matter if you claim that the system failed you. You could have done something if it was no more than walk into a fire department or a police station and demand help. So we will keep up with this and see if they finally do arrest her or what will happen. But I will surely let y'all know. I cannot wait to see what y'all got to say about this down below.